Yeah, so today's video, it'll be, I want to say, top 5 mods you can do for your 370Z, and some of this will go for 350Z since they're like the same thing technically. You know, there's minor differences. But yeah, in this video, I'll cover up the first 5 mods you should do if you're looking to buy one, or that I did really in those particular order. Alright, so first mod you should do when you're buying a used or new 370Z would be maintenance. That's what I'd recommend you do. Do a proper tune-up oil, check out the brakes, check out the coolant, see if how everything looks. If it's a manual, check out the clutch fluid, all that. Ask the previous owner for the maintenance that he did as well, see if he has any records, if he's done the clutch, if it's a manual, or if they've done the clutch, if it's a manual, small stuff like that. These manual 370Zs are notorious for the concentric slave cylinder going out because it's a plastic piece, which I think is kind of absurd. But yeah, I'm on a Zspeed stage 2 quiet clutch, or street clutch. I'd recommend it. It's nice. It's it's not not abusive. It's not noisy or anything. It's quiet, it's soft. It's a little stiffer than stock. I like it. I like it for daily driving. Alright, second mod after immediate maintenance, if that's what you're needing, I would recommend an exhaust. For the 370Zs, or for my car, I have a 350Z Tomei, and yeah, I said 350Z, and that's because the 370Z hangs really low, and it's just, I don't know, being low and on 18s, a 370Z Tomei wouldn't have lasted me more than a week, realistically. The roads here suck. So 350Z Tomei hangs higher, and like it's straighter the whole way back from the Y pipe, unless you get the full Tomei Y pipe and all that stuff. But I just got the cat back, or the axle back, sorry. For exhaust, really, there's a lot of options you can choose from. There's Tomei, there's Greddy, there's Motordyne, there's ISR, there's Army Tricks. There's a whole bunch. You can even do the I forget what they're called, the AEM tails or whatever, non-resonated or resonator, something like that. I would recommend you, if it was me, I'd recommend doing test pipes, Y pipe, and whatever exhaust system you get. Some are dual, so you're gonna need to run either an H pipe or an X pipe. Alrighty, the next mod, number 3, I'd recommend would be suspension. If that's coilovers or we're lowering springs, I'd personally choose coilovers. That's what I'm running on this car. If you're getting coilovers, I would recommend the true rears. I kind of messed that up whenever I was ordering these, but yeah, I'd recommend that. I mean, there's a lot of options, like the same thing with exhaust. There's a lot of options for coilovers. You have KW, you have Fortunato, you have Godspeed, which I would not get because I've heard, well, I've seen my buddies rock Godspeed coilovers on a whole bunch of their cars, and nightmares. But BC is a good option to start off with. KW is very good. Fortunato is great. There's just there's just a whole bunch of options you can go with on them. Yeah, I just got the regular BC Type BR coilovers, non-true rear. Again, I'd recommend true rears. It's all around better. Alright, so after suspension, what I would do, or what I did was I do wheels. Yeah, I do whatever wheels. I mean, I try to stay away from reps just because I know some people say it doesn't matter, but realistically speaking, you hit a pothole too hard, you're gonna bend that wheel and you're gonna be stranded. So you know, that's part of the way you move places. So I, you know, just spend the extra couple $100 on real wheels, and that could go from, you know, from work, from raise to whatever. You just got to do a little bit of research on that. And also, when you're doing wheels, you know, invest in a good pair of tires. Like the squared setup that I'm on now, it's just mainly, really, it's just, I want to say all season tires. I got them in the deal for my old wheels that I used to have, so I got a pretty good deal on them. So yeah, I just go ahead and rock these. But I got some summer tires in the garage. I got them for 40 bucks, but I'll show you guys them in a later video or something. All right, so I'd recommend you to do intakes and then a tune. Okay, and yes, I know people are gonna be thinking, what about a tent, or what about seats and shit like that? Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that, but I mean, that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of, you already know you need to do that. What I'm saying is, hold on. That shit's mad loud. Hold on. Alright, anyways, like I was saying, intakes and then a tune. You could, I know some people will diehards tell you to get 3-inch intakes, and I've seen the power differences, and man, it's just maybe what, 2-3 horsepower. And I mean, if you're, you know, if you want every horsepower you can get from this little VHR, then go ahead, grab it. Grab 3-inch intakes and do all that. And if you're gonna get tuned, if you got E85 near you, or you know, where you can get E85, then go ahead and do that as well. I'm tuned on 93 by Admin. So yeah, that'll conclude, you know, today's video, I guess. Top 5 mods you should do to your newly acquired 370Z.